following techniques is probably what everybody's been waiting for. These are the attacks from the different positions. The first we'll do is what we call the key lock. Sometimes it's also referred to as the Americana. It's a shoulder lock, and we'll do that from mount and side control. Let me just show you that first from mount. So if I'm on top of him in mount, and very important here, you're gonna always go for the opposite wrist. So in this case, a nice drill even, keep your hands up, you're gonna always go left to right wrist. And you can see I'm not grabbing it like that. I'm just hooking it. Hands are there, I'm going, hooking it. Pushing it to the ground and keeping it there. Okay? Once you've got it there, that's step one. Step two, drop your elbow, okay, into his neck. Third step, your other hand goes underneath the joint onto your wrist. Now important, you lift it a little bit at the back and you draw a line with his hand. Think of his hand as the pencil back to his hips. Okay? Drag it back. There you go. Just show you that one again. On that side. Opposite hand. Okay? Move your entire body. Don't just go and... Okay? You're going to be off balance as well. So move your entire body down. Down. Keep it there. Drop your elbow. In this case, my left hand goes underneath his joint. Elbow joint onto my wrist. You can see I'm just hooking exactly the same. Also, keep your head down. If you don't, he's just going to put his head or his hand underneath, and it's a little bit uncomfortable there. Okay? So, hands locked in, keep your head down, but for this, I'm just going to keep it up so that you can see. Keep his wrist on the ground the whole time. What I've seen before is people do this, and eventually it's not going to work. Okay? They like lift at the back, but then the wrist also goes off the ground. So keep the wrist on the ground. Just lift a little bit at the back. And keep his wrist on the ground and pull down to your waist. There you go. Okay. Just get put it to the side. And down the side. Side control. We've got exactly the same. Okay? He's protecting his position so I can't get him to mount. But this arm is like hanging loose. So what I do is grab the wrist, exactly the same, push it to the ground. Step one. Step two, drop your elbow into his neck. Okay, important there. Next step, hand underneath the joint again, onto your wrist, lift at the back and pull in. Okay, exactly the same movement as from out. I'll just move to the other side. Show you one more time. He's got his hand in. He's going to move into the front, onto your hand, down, elbow in the neck, and underneath on the wrist. Lift your head down, pull in, keep everything tight, lift at the back, and pull. Okay. Different variation to this. Those of you that feel like it, you can see I came in over the joint. A lot of people, they push down on their elbows because they know what's coming, so you can't get your hand through. As soon as it pushes down there, it creates a space underneath his shoulder. Okay? Go in underneath his shoulder, onto your forearm, and do exactly the same. Okay? Lift at the back, pull him back. Okay? It's exactly the same movement. You're still putting pressure on the shoulder itself. Okay? So the normal one, in there, down. It blocks there, underneath the shoulder, onto your forearm. Push down,